The best 5 sexual scenes in popular games 2014 rating.
What are they?
I guess I gotta click it now.
Okay.
No, don't click it. That's what they want.
Okay, The Witcher 2, Fear 2, Dragon Age Origins,
There's a sex scene in Dragon Age
Grand
Origins.
Theft Auto,
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 5,
Bunch of them.
Heavy Rain,
You have gay sex with an elf.
Alpha
Yeah.
Protocol.
Like I did.
If you're
for an
Sean,
achievement.
you have gay sex with it.
I wanted the achievement. Thank you very much.
Do you like have a thing for like gay elf boys? Because I look like Legolas.
You might be onto something.
Like every time I look at myself without makeup on, and I'm like, I just go to the mirror. I'm like, fuck, move over, Orlando Bloom. Like I am Legolas. Like no bra, fucking just t-shirt, no makeup. I'm like Legolas as fuck. I really missed my calling.
Are we gonna keep up?
Welcome
with
to
this?
episode 6. We had sort of a 5-month hiatus where we got some stuff in order. We all actually now live in the same house in Boise, Idaho. We're all in the same house now. We're trying out a video format, and
Oh my god.
we'll see how it goes. Yeah, everyone's here, I swear. Camilla's
I'm downstairs.
But yep, so we took a break. In the break, we did play a lot of games. We went to PAX South. What else did we do?
Oh man, I forgot about that. That was since we recorded last.
Yeah, have never recorded a podcast about PAX South. P.S. It was medium.
Medium.
It was medium. We met some cool people
Mhm.
and saw some cool panels where there was no line.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Slept through the
PAX
Guild Wars
is the
2
best.
panel. Regret.
Oh, I mean, you guys did.
In a
Six for me.
motorhome
Shut up. My
in the
family.
country.
My family lives outside of, or I guess our family lives outside of San Antonio in a small town where there are more cows than people.
Yeah.
This is where we were raised.
There's a country song about it.
There is. My Hometown by Charlie Robinson is about it. There's also a song that somebody wrote about a bar in Bandera, but I can't remember which, whatever. But anyway, long story short, we're here now, and we're going to start editing or putting more content out there. So stay tuned for what we have in store. You guys can talk now.
Okay.
You sure?
Yeah, the intro is over.
We haven't clapped yet.
So yeah.
Too late on that.
Oh wait, one more minor housekeeping thing. We've decided, since we love so much of like pop culture and geek culture, that we want to open the podcast up to be more than just video games. So we will, even in this podcast, talk about some movies we saw, some shows. We'll
Some
do
boobies, what?
some movies Andrew didn't see, and we'll just have a wider range of things to discuss on the Light Party Cast. So please look forward to it.
Please enjoy. Please to enjoy.
Like, for instance, I actually want to start out with a movie that Camille, Andrew, and I just recently saw. Sean hasn't seen it, but there's hope for him.
He's covering the portion of our audience that hasn't seen the movie either. So.
Yeah. So the movie I'm talking about is Avengers 2, directed by Joss Whedon, who is a big part of... Don't fucking roll your eyes, sir. I can see you roll your eyes now. So.
Damn it. Fucking video.
But Joss Whedon is a huge part of geek culture. He directed Firefly. Everybody knows this. I don't have to talk about it, but he's great. And unfortunately, it was his last. He did Avengers 1, right? And 2, and that was the only thing in the Marvel franchise he's done so far, right? Or at all, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah. And it was, I enjoyed it.
I thought it was good.
Yeah. There were,
Was it Avengers 1?
no, it wasn't as good as Avengers 1. I wouldn't put it up there with Avengers 1. But it did have, like, what's great about Joss Whedon is it's like that same wit, like in Firefly, where it's like that dry, quick-witted kind of, like, moments of funniness. I mean, obviously the
It
budget.
happened more at the beginning than towards the end.
Oh, yeah.
The beginning was definitely like, oh, let's see how all these characters, work with each other, and then later it was all about,
Yeah.
like kicking the bad guys' butts and stuff like that. So
I don't know.
I
there were
heard the
some
end
funny
fight
bits
scene
with
was
Hawkeye.
like, wait, sorry.
Go ahead.
Camille talked, and I thought I ruined it.
Oh,
Shit.
Camille,
I'm sorry.
can talk?
Go,
It's
Camille.
okay.
Go.
Go on.
oh my goodness.
No, I was just saying. I heard that the end battle scene was like an hour too long.
An hour
Ah.
too long.
Oh, I heard
know.
it was like an
Was?
hour, and the movie in general was like way too long.
That's just like the direction movies are going, though. It's
Yeah.
like
Also,
as
the
like
Avengers one was like 3 hours long, so
was it?
it was
I felt
like
like
2:45. I think.
Jeez. I didn't feel like it seemed longer
No.
than any other movie I've seen as of late.
Well, that's because you've been watching
Yeah.
all the Fast and Furious movies. And
Yeah. I think that these, like, the two Joss Whedon, like, the Avengers movies, they, like, I was talking about this last night with Andrew. There's so many similarities to, like, the Fast and Furious movies that one guy directed, Tokyo Drift, and
Don't compare the two.
Five.
I can't.
what was it?
I
I
can't
don't
do
remember
it.
his name, but the good director.
Yeah, the good director. Google his name, Sean.
Oh my god.
I mean, I feel like I have to bring it up, but they, like, as far as, like, you can only really take it, you can't really dissect it too far, because you kind of just got to take it as, like, face entertainment value. It's like
Justin Lin.
Justin Lin, that's right. But yeah, I feel like he and Joss Whedon should, like, get together, have a
And
few
do
beers,
Fast 8.
make Avengers Fast and Furious crossover, maybe.
Now we're talking.
I would be done. I'd be done with Avengers and Marvel.
Think about how much
forever.
money that would make. Think about it would like think of the type of person that sees the Fast and Furious movies and then the type of person that sees the Avengers movies and then just like together in one theater. You could take over the world with that audience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It'd be better than Titanic.
Anyway, yeah, just leave James Cameron is not invited to beers. He cannot make movies.
Mm.
But yeah, so I thought it was
Is
good.
nobody else curious about what Camille was gonna say?
Oh yeah, what
I'm
were
a
you?
little curious.
No, I was just saying that there were some funny bits with Hawkeye at the end, but the battle scene did get
Yeah.
Hot
a little
guy?
bit too long.
Hawkeye.
Hot guy?
Hawkeye. Yeah, he had a lot of like, I did not care about him at all after watching the
Until
first Avengers.
this movie.
And then I actually like he was like, excuse me, I'm drinking beer.
I'd say
Maybe-
he was one of the best characters in
Cider.
the movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
By far. I mean, obviously, there's like a lot of like people that have some issues with like the spoiler romance. I won't say who it is, but the romance that goes on.
Whole thing.
Isn't it-
And I
Especially
agree.
after Winter Soldier.
Is Hulk smash or what?
Yeah. Hulk does not smash.
Oh,
Hulk does the opposite of smash.
lame.
But yeah, so it's just it feels kind of forced. Yeah, and then especially
Does.
since it's not even going to be really continued. It doesn't seem like the way they left it.
What do you
in the
mean it's not going to be continued?
No, I mean like the romance part of it was sort of like introduced in the movie and then all hopes of it really coming to fruition like die in the movie. Which it does.
Okay, so the movie ends without seeing a very important character, and it kind of left me. I just can't I can't say anything about this movie without spoiling anything. But basically, one of the main characters disappears at the end of the movie, and then they don't show up again. There's no closure on that front. It's just kind of like left hanging there.
Yeah, which like
This is the second romance we've seen end with a dude just flying off in a plane
what's the other
in the Marvel
Oh, you mean
universe.
with Captain America?
Yeah, second one.
Oh,
Oh,
'cause that-
spoilers.
oh.
Sean, we're actually planning on watching.
Well, now I don't
from
have
what
to
I've
watch anything
No, I'm
ever
just kidding.
of Marvel.
No.
No, it really wasn't that big. It's like
No, I know
it's
everything
a lot
about
more.
it now.
Here's
you guys
the
just told it all.
no. Captain America does a much better job of it than the Avengers because there's a
Yeah.
big emotional weight to
yeah.
that kind of scene in
Yeah,
in
and
the first
it
Captain
just-
America.
It doesn't. I never buy into it. And I'm like the one who like wants to buy into any romance. I'm like number one
Because you're a
shipper.
chick.
No, because I have a lot of feelings.
Mm.
Let me ask you this:
Okay.
is Moon Knight in any of these movies?
No.
No.
So, okay, here's the thing with Sean. He could not give two shits about superhero movies at all forever until he recently started playing Marvel, what is it, Heroes 2015? Or,
Yes.
yeah, it's a, I would use the word janky.
Just because
janky,
you can't figure things out doesn't mean it's janky.
I wrecked face. I was
Yeah, but you
wrecking
couldn't even.
face.
You're like, you're standing in. We got a video. Let's see if we can cut this in. Get a little
No,
clip of
I
you
was-
just standing in the middle of like 8 enemies and just standing there and getting
That was
punched
a-
in the face and be
that
like,
was at the beginning.
"How do you do things?
Well, okay,
This
so
game sucks."
it's a free to play MMO where you can play basically all of the Marvel. I can't think of one that you would want to play that you can't.
It's
Ex-
basically like Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Everybody's played that game because it was like one of the best early.
It came out for like Xbox 360. I think it
Yeah.
came with my Xbox 360 and
Yeah,
I
it was
sold
like one of the-
immediately.
Oh, you never even played it?
No, I turned it on and I played as Spider-Man for like 2 seconds and then I
Well, how late
Spider-Man?
into the life of 360 did
It was
you?
pretty far into the life. So
Yeah,
there were
like in
better
the
things.
beginning, because it was one of the best like early generation games. So
Yeah.
like everybody played it.
Mm.
That like got in early on 360, and it was badass. But it's basically like that, except for an MMO.
And it's like it was fun even with all the jank. Like I had to figure out what was happening is it's got like a skill bar at the bottom that you like put points in and drag down, pretty straightforward. But I was clicking there's preset to like ASDF and I always use 1 2 3 4 when I play those kind of games to attack. So I switched that over, but then I was pressing 1 and the keybind to 1 was like switch your bar down. So I
No, it just switches your bar. So 1 is your regular bar. So you were hitting 3 apparently because you had it switched to your third ability bar, which had nothing on it.
yeah, well whatever. Anyway, it was
Because you've never played an MMO, I guess.
no, it's not like normal MMOs
It's
because
exactly like Final Fantasy.
no, it wasn't.
is.
So, but I played originally. I started as Black Widow, and so the way that it works is there's like 10 characters that you can like level up to like level 10,
10.
and then you get free credits, and then you buy the credits.
Well, no, you get either 1 or 2 that you can just level up to 60.
Right.
60 is the level cap without paying anything.
Right,
And
I
then
think it's
you
like
get the-
Storm and something else.
I thought Black Widow was one.
maybe Black Widow was.
I think it's Storm and Black Widow as far as the chicks. But like Daredevil
Jax.
was the one that I had, and what's his face? Bow and arrow guy?
Hawkeye.
Hot guy.
Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Hot guy.
Hot guy.
Hot guy was like the
Other
one
one.
of the other ones.
Yeah, but the game gives you basically like 400 credits, and you can buy the other characters with either credits or like real money, right?
Mhm.
So they kind of give you the ability to buy one
But-
additional character.
Like it gives you those. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think some of them are more. I think
Yeah.
like Iron Man is like 600 or something.
And they're like,
Yeah, that
But-
everybody
surprised
wants to
me.
play
You
Iron
can
Man.
get those as drops basically. Like you find those. They're like elemental stones or some shit like
Yeah.
that. As in like every free to play game, there's like 8 currencies. But like literally, I think there is 8. But elemental stones is the one that you can use other than the real money credits to buy characters, and they drop, but they're like you'll get like 1 or 2
Yeah.
here or there.
So you got to play a lot if you want to.
yeah, like I bet you if you like leveled up a character to 60, you could probably get enough to buy like another character.
Mhm.
But I don't know if this is the same, but I remember when I first started playing it, when it was just Marvel Heroes, when I first tried it out, because it came out originally, and then apparently they say like they released it too early, and then everybody was pissed about it. But then they re-released it as
Sounds
Marvel Heroes 2015.
Sounds like another MMO we know.
Yeah, basically, it's really similar to that,
Yeah,
except for that it didn't like disappear for a couple years before it came back.
right.
It just kind of like transitioned over into the new one. But like you could get drops, like just straight characters as a drop too.
Oh, I
But I don't know
wonder.
if they can still do that. But
Probably
because
not.
before originally you couldn't. They didn't have that other currency that dropped in game that you could use to buy characters. So I don't know if they traded
Trade
that out.
that out. Right. But yeah.
Either way, when you start out, you can basically buy like whatever
One.
character you want.
So he's playing
Knight.
as Moon Knight, which I'm not enough of a Marvel geek to like really even know like what is Moon Knight's shtick. Like
He's something about some Egyptian god and got cursed. I don't know.
like how does he fit in? He's an Avenger, right?
All I know, everybody was an Avenger at some point.
I don't think that's true.
No, there were
90% of every fucking
they
Marvel
have the
character was
X-Men
an Avenger.
people, they have the Avengers, they have the what's the other one?
Don't say Justice League.
Guardians of
Don't.
the Galaxy?
Yeah, they have the Guardians of the Galaxy, but there's one more. The only Guardians they have is Star-Lord and Rocket Raccoon. But Groot is with Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah, they're like
they're like a duo.
Duo.
Yeah. But yeah, so I played as Miss Marvel. He played as Moon Knight. And
The only reason I know anything about Moon Knight, which I don't know that much, I've never read a Moon Knight comic. It's just from Marvel Ultimate Alliance. And with that game, like you could build up teams where you'd have like 4 people together, and if you had a different combination of different characters, you'd get like team bonuses, and they all had like whatever, like if it was the Avengers or like the new Avengers or the fucking Suicide Squad, I don't know. That's DC, isn't it? Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, you really
whatever.
Damn it.
But there was a whole bunch of different like team things, and I remember Moon Knight was in something that was rad.
Is
so.
Moon Knight in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Andrew?
No.
I didn't think so. Because there's a lot of characters that I wouldn't have known about normally, but that are in this game.
But
I know because Marvel
he has
vs.
his
Capcom.
own
Like
Pinball
MODOK.
FX.
Yeah. He has his own what?
Pinball FX2. Table.
Yeah, we were playing that a little bit earlier.
No.
We beat Walter's score. Snackback,
Yeah.
shout out to you. We beat your
Wait,
score.
we? What are
Yeah,
you talking
we.
about? We.
I was there as Marvel.
Pinball is not a multiplayer game.
Hey, we taught you how to punch.
Yeah, I
that's
read
true.
stuff too.
That was more Camille than.
Oh.
You just sat there and were like, "Why playing this and trying to
I can't
discuss
look
stuff,"
away.
and then you're like,
I
"Why
can't
can't
look
I
away.
stop looking at this?"
Stupid fucking pinball. Damn you.
Pinball FX2 is awesome.
But yeah,
Pinball's
so
the
now
best.
Marvel Heroes 2015, for all its jankiness, it is pretty fun.
And it's free as fuck. Like I haven't put any money into it.
And
That's
Sean puts
Marvel.
money anywhere.
I almost see. This is the thing. Like costumes are fucking expensive as shit.
I know, but
It's like $10 for a costume.
Oh, I started playing Heroes of the Storm in this break, and costumes are like $10. It's crazy. Anyway, that's it.
oh wow.
I'm done. That game is so expensive. Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, the cost. Luckily, Miss Marvel, who, P.S., like, put her in a Marvel movie already. Female-focused Marvel movie. It's not that hard.
Nobody.
We're getting Ant-Man before we get, like, so many other badass people.
Don't talk shit about Ant-Man. Ant-Man's boss.
Ant-Man. Like,
Ant-Man.
work with me here.
It's gonna be fun.
just-
it's
it
gonna
just
be a
bugs
good movie.
me.
It just
Oh
bugs
my goodness. Is that your first full sentence?
No.
No, I said it's marvelous before.
Yeah, she said it was
So you had-
marvelous.
Oh, I didn't hear that either.
Excellent commentary by Camille.
Cool.
So, but yeah, so if nothing else, this free to play game that exists out there,
It's gigantic too. It has so much content. It's ridiculous.
but it has got Sean interested in watching all of the Marvel movies.
Which is good.
Say that.
No, you did. You said that.
No,
What?
you were like, now we have to watch the movies. And I was like, okay, if you play with me, then I'll watch the movies. And then you're like, okay. And then you like,
I played it for
Exited
like
out.
2 hours. I kicked your ass. Remember how I was like flying circles around you? My character can fly, Miss Marvel can fly, and he's all stupid dumb with his cape, and I'm just like, "Woo, where are we going, Sean?"
yeah, that's weird. I have a cape. I can't fly. She doesn't have a cape. She can fly.
Okay.
And also,
Okay.
motherfucking capes drop like a motherfucker. Like if you're apparently in the Marvel universe and you're like doing stuff, like capes are just everywhere.
I mean, it's
They just
a
fall on
video
the ground.
game.
They just rain from the sky.
That's not what
Yeah,
happened.
I was getting a lot of masks as drops. Sidebar.
Anyway,
But yeah, so that's a game that you can play or not play. No one will be mad at you if you don't
Nobody
play
will
that
be
game.
mad. Nobody will be mad at you if you don't play it.
Um, I want to talk about a game that has been out for a while.
Elder Scrolls Online.
No.
We're not doing this.
Damn it.
No,
Do it.
it's called Ori and the Blind Forest.
Uh,
You don't like it? How can you not like
no,
it?
it's cool. It's just
It's charming as fuck. It's
yeah,
like,
it's soup charm.
I mean, I can already tell you it's going to be on my Game of the Year list.
Really?
Except I did. Okay, so I saw a spoiler. I forget who it was that spoiled it for me.
That's horrible.
Just sitting there waiting.
Nope. Nope.
I think it was Total
Stewing.
Biscuit. I honestly think it was Total Biscuit. So I know how the game is going to end, and a lot of people had beef with that, and I don't, based on that.
How do you
That
not
said-
know how to?
Because Total Biscuit spoiled it for
How?
me
What did you see this on?
on his Twitter.
Oh, I don't even follow his Twitter.
Well, I do.
I just
So-
watch his videos.
Well, don't watch the video for it either
Yes,
because
it
it's
is.
in there too. So I'm about probably 25% through the game.
25.
Yeah, I'm not that
So
far.
it's just like you're.
Here's the thing. It's
Game
hard.
of the year.
It's no. I can.
25%.
Oh my god, you guys are all assholes. Do you have something to say? Fight me. So, the intro is beautiful and emotional. The platforming is really good. Like, I mean, I'm playing it
super tight.
on a controller on the Xbox, and it's awesome. Like, I have never been like, what the fuck, lag? Like, and I've died probably 1,000,000,000 times.
Nobody
I can
says
vouch for that.
Hard.
Every time,
And you haven't even got to the fucking hard parts yet.
yes, I have.
No, you have not.
My game.
You do not even know what you're saying to me right now.
Okay, well, whatever. You have a PC file, but my Xbox file is way farther than yours.
No, it isn't. It's not even close.
Yes, it is.
No, she's
I'm not
saying
gonna-
that
I'm not
her
gonna argue with you.
Xbox file is farther than your Xbox file, but your PC
Oh,
file might be
okay.
farther
Yeah,
than
because I don't know.
your Xbox file.
Yeah.
I'm
Thank
just
you.
telling you that you haven't got to the hard shit yet.
I mean, I'm past like.
the crazy ass like Meat Boy esque shit. where
Oh,
you have to
yeah.
try
That's what I was about to
one
say.
single like thing 100 times
'Cause
just to
you're
get through it, and then once you get through, you got to immediately save, and then you're to
Yeah,
the next point.
because
It's just as hard, and you're doing
That's
it again.
what's crazy about it is that the save system just kind of like throws you for a loop because you have to use up these like blue crystals you collect, and you like it's like a little bar that fills up, and it takes like one thing, or like you can get power ups that make it cost less or whatever, but you have to do that, and if you don't, like, it's not like so many games like auto save now, or you're like, oh well, at least I got to this next platform so I can save here. But if you don't have those crystals or whatever, like, you're boned. Like, so many times I've been like so far and just totally forgotten that I had to do that, and then it's like a stupid spider shoots a thing at me and I die, and I'm like,
Yeah, but it's cool though because you can save anywhere if you have the crystals. So
Yeah,
like right
yeah.
before a hard part, you just pop a little spawn thing, and then
Yeah.
like
Pop a little
do that 80 billion times.
yeah. But it sucks because then you use the crystals for other things too. Like you can use them for like a really big attack, to like blow shit up. So it's like you really have to like decide in that moment. You're like, do I want
It's
to
cool. I like
a
it.
bunch of bitches, or do I want to save? And
Wait, is it the same crystals that do both things?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
That's what it's like. It's a nice little mechanic. The soundtrack is like perfect, like on point.
Yeah,
It's
it
really
looks
good.
really nice too.
Yeah. How does the PC play?
Fucking badass.
Yeah, I
I
figured.
mean, it's PC. Come on. It looks
Fair enough.
better, and it plays just as
Well,
tight.
tight. I just want to say
Tight.
tight as many times as possible.
And that's a good like tight controls. That's a thing.
Mm.
I'm making it up.
But yeah, so everyone should check that out if they haven't already. That's like my
Probably game of the year. We'll talk about it in what? 7 months.
no. I'm not saying it's probably my game. of the
And
year,
or
I'm just
2
saying
episodes.
It will be brought up. So far, Unless, something blows my mind. I don't know.
In other news, Erica hasn't played any video games all year.
I haven't. Okay, so I've been.
Puzzles and Dragons or
Yeah.
GTFO.
Segue to I have been as I get very addicted to games that I enjoy, and I'm like one track mind. I only want to play this game. It happens with like anything that's really really good.
And the past 5 months.
Yeah,
you guys should be glad that we haven't recorded in 5 months because we would have talked about.
I would have
Puzzles
only
and
talked
Dragons
about
for 5
puzzles.
months.
I would have talked about video games.
I would've
And
talked
then
about video
Hey,
games.
mobile.
yeah.
I was like 100%
Used to.
anti-mobile gaming. I was like, I don't get it. My phone is for Instagram. Like, get out of here, games.
And Yelp reviews.
Ugh.
That's my birthday.
It's my birthday. But yeah, so this game is so good.
It's
And
almost as if I've been trying to tell you this for
2 years.
okay, so it's sort of like I also really got addicted to Bejeweled Blitz when that was a thing like several years ago, PopCap game.
Old.
It is old. I'm saying like that was the only other mobile game.
It's still around.
Like that's actually the only app I've ever purchased on my phone is Bejeweled Blitz. That was my jam. So you kind of have to. It's like that or like Candy Crush or whatever, but it's a little bit different in that
It's a match
So-
3.
the way you manipulate the orbs is like you have X amount of seconds to move it all around, and depending how you move it, it's like shuffling all the other ones, and you're just trying to make as many rows of 3, 4, or 5, depending on what kind of attack you want to
Or
do.
6.
As,
6?
or 6, yeah. my bad.
Or more.
Or more. Whatever. However many different like combos, quote unquote, of different colors you want to make. And there's 6 colors total. So is that right? 6?
Yeah. There are
Okay.
5 damage orbs and then 1
heal
healing
orbs.
one.
Yeah. So that's just the orb part. So most games like Candy Crush and Bejeweled stop at that. But this game incorporates like you're like catching monsters. So on every floor you're fighting, you like egg, we say. Sort
You
of
have
like
a chance to
drop.
egg.
yeah, it's like a drop or like a
Capture.
it's sort of like
a
capture. It's like
type
Pokemon.
deal.
Yeah. So you catch that and it goes into your inventory, and a lot of them are like fodder monster that you feed to other monster to power it up. And then so it's a free app, but then like the in-app purchases
It's
are
free.
made.
How many Bejeweleds have you bought in Puzzles and Dragons?
So
8,500.
the currency that you buy is called magic stones, and you can use them to increase your box space. You can use it to increase your stamina, which a lot
Number
of
of
games do.
friends.
Your number of friends, or you can use 5 of them to get a pull in the rare egg machine. And the other cool thing is like all of the things you get are gods from like pantheons, and they're like real gods. Like there's like Shiva and like who are the other real ones?
Minerva.
You know what I mean? They're like
Neptune.
there's like Greek gods.
Hades.
There's
Wait, is she a real god?
Sonia. I don't know.
No.
No.
Yeah, no, she seems to be a puzzle.
Wait a minute,
She's the
I'm
next-
Sonia. Yeah.
Blown you.
But yeah,
Yeah.
and they're all like really nicely animated. The game's super fun, super addicting.
If it wasn't
just
clear-
Real gods?
If it wasn't clear, we all play this game. Every
Yeah.
single one of
Yeah.
us.
you can't. That looks like shit. I can't read what that.
It's a done and a
Oh,
done.
a dun dun dun
Are they real?
dun.
It's a really... I don't even know how to pronounce those names. Is it a dun and a dun?
It
A
does.
dun and a
dun.
dun?
It's I done and I dunna.
A dun...
That sounds like a sentence you've probably said in your
A
life.
dun and a dun.
A done and a dunna.
Did you mow the lawn, babe? Oh, I done and I dunna. That sounds like something you said.
Anyway, it's fun. Yeah.
I'm
It's,
just kidding, love you.
and there's also the whole health bar thing is different too.
Oh
like-
yeah, you can die.
In a dungeon, just
Yeah.
like in a
so
run.
you have to heal up and whatever, and then you waste all that stamina if you die.
Yep.
I don't die, but other people do. I've heard.
That's because you run a cheap ass party.
Yeah. So some people get lucky and pull in the rare egg machine, and they get super awesome gods like Adun and Adana, or Shiva, or whatever. And then other people, like me, spend $60 worth of in-game currency, which I didn't spend in real life because I'm not crazy. Spend $60 worth of in-game credit and still get nothing. And
Hey,
so
hey.
it's been legit.
It's a gamble.
It's a gamble, Mage.
I hate
Stop
all of
stealing
you.
my jokes.
I hate all of you.
So
Bad.
you should all check that out. It's
I'm pretty
huge.
sure
It's
most people know what it is.
yeah.
Actually, no.
Well,
A lot of people
yeah.
don't know what it is.
It's huge in Japan. It's the number one
Gigantic.
app.
Yeah, that's true.
They have malls dedicated to this game, but the North American version of the game is
It's getting bigger.
it's
but-
getting bigger, but it's still a relatively
Well,
small.
they also just released Mario.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mario Puzzles and Dragons.
That's right. None of us have that yet.
I played the demo and it's like,
It's
eh.
it's sort of like gimpy.
Isn't it? Is it easier too?
Yeah, it seems
I
like
don't know if it's easier.
it seems like a children's version of Puzzles and Dragons. Like it seems like geared towards a younger audience.
Well, I just don't know how they're going to do the thing like the mobile one does, where they're like constantly doing events and
They
God
won't.
Fest.
They won't.
Like,
It's-
what's
it's-
the fucking point then?
The point is, it's sort of like a Mario, like normal Mario game, where you like go from like
World
world
to
to
world.
world. But the
Just think of
actual
it
game,
more
like-
of like some
So
people
is
buy
it-
Tetris on their 3DS, you know, or
Yeah.
buy like Picross or.
So it's
something
just like a
puzzle- it's
game to
puzzle
play and progress through, not necessarily get
Yeah.
all these things that are constantly coming
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's yeah. We didn't even talk about that with the mobile app. There's constantly like God
Updates.
fests and like festivals, and the dungeons rotate. It's like
And they add new monsters, new.
yeah. So there's a
dungeons,
lot of
new
updates
everything.
that come, like special events, Christmas events, you know, this, that, and the other that they do.
So is there just like a small number of Mario themed things?
What do you
In
mean?
that-
Yeah.
like
You
a
mean like
small-
Nintendo collaborations?
Well, I mean, in the 3DS version, is there just like a very limited number of monsters that you can get?
Yeah.
yeah,
They
it's
probably won't
basically-
update it, so.
It's like
So wait, what's the Pad X or the
Pad Z.
Z thing?
That's a different game. They're both in
But
the
it
same
comes
cartridge.
together.
They do come together. Pad Z is more traditional Puzzles and Dragons type deal
Yeah.
without the Mario theme to it. It's like
So
it's like playing
normal?
Puzzles and Dragons. Yeah, it's like imagine your parents got you
But
a
do they
3DS,
have all
but
that
you're
much-
too young to have like a phone.
Yeah.
Which I don't think exists anymore because
No.
like 2-year-olds get phones and iPads and stuff. I guess it's kind of for those people. who
Yeah,
like
It's
But
just
is
a
it like the full version of
no.
Clone Puzzle and Dragons?
It's
it's
way
different.
more-
It's different. It's
It's
like
bare
a
bones.
modified version.
I mean,
wouldn't
because you're
say
not
bare
gonna
bones.
have in-app purchases or whatever like in the.
Yeah.
It's just like there's a finite amount of things you can do in it. It has like a clear end and beginning,
Yep.
whereas this is constantly evolving. Like the meta is changing, this, that, and the other. So, but what's the price point for that, by the way? Is it like
I
a
think
$40?
it's $29.99.
Or-
Oh, it's
yeah.
30. Okay, I was gonna because it seemed like it'd be too small to like
Yeah.
go for like way more than that. But
Yeah.
but yeah, so that's what
The
we've been
monsters
playing.
have new art. That's kind of cool.
Oh,
And I-
that is cool.
and
The
I
art
think-
is they hired like especially for like because they do all the original stuff in Japan, and they hire like some of like the best artists, like artists that work on like animes and all sorts of stuff to do the art for the gods that they add. So
Yeah.
like there's some really good looking monsters.
And then some not so good-looking
Good-looking monsters?
Like Gamble Mage.
Like Campbell Mage. But yeah, so we've been playing a lot of that.
Or Dino Rider.
God, I hate Dino Rider.
I want one.
He's dumb.
Really? Why?
I don't know. Their Ultivos are pretty cool.
Okay.
Oh, there's a huge
Anyway.
wiki for Puzzles and Dragons too.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I would not know what the fuck I was doing if I did not have. It's called it's padx.com.
PADX.
Yeah. And it has like
Ridiculous.
everything you could. It goes
Everything.
so deep.
And they don't even
So
work for Gung Ho, the people who make
I
Puzzles
know.
and Dragons. So.
They probably make more money than them. No, probably
Well,
yeah.
They make money
About
from like
that.
ads or whatever, but that's really it.
Bad luck. Bad luck. Whoa.
I always unblock it for.
Sorry about
websites
that. I clicked on a thing on my bar, and for half a second, our faces were not there.
It's fine. I'll edit it. But so yeah. Other than that, we've been watching a lot of TV shows.
TV shows.
What? No, like Game of Thrones.
Okay. Well, that's one.
We've been watching Game of
Who
Thrones.
hasn't been watching Game of Thrones?
people
Sean.
without.
I watched it.
Yeah, Sean's all cut up. I got
Is
some
he?
beef though.
It was gross.
She's got
Yeah.
beef. Here comes the beef. Everybody
got
get out your bowls
beef.
with
And, like,
noodles.
I don't mean to be like that. I'm the book.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
You
Person.
are. Spoilers, you
Spoilers,
are.
by the way.
Oh yeah, there will be some spoilers if you haven't
For
seen all
book
of this.
and show.
Yeah, there will be book spoilers. There will be. I won't spoil
Yes.
like the end of the show. I don't know what's gonna happen anymore. But
Well,
yeah.
the end of the recent episode or up
Yeah,
to this
if
point.
you're not up to
people aren't
the-
cut up.
the point of this, I think everybody has to watch that like the night it comes out because people are such assholes on the internet that if you don't, then like, I think even like
Anyway,
The
still
Walking Dead
funny.
was spoiled for me
yeah,
by my friend from college, Kristen.
like if you like Game
No
of
worries.
Thrones or Walking Dead on Facebook.
Don't go to the internet ever. Just
They
don't.
post spoilers like the night that it airs. Like if you lived on the like West Coast,
Oh,
they
you mean the
post
actual
these,
like
yeah, the,
account?
yeah, the actual accounts post spoilers. Like they've apologized a couple times to
Well,
West
they
Coast,
have.
Get right.
but I mean everyone should live on the East Coast, obviously.
So just spoiler warning.
yeah, spoiler
Wait,
warning.
whoa. No, they air at the same. That's not how it works, Erica.
No, that is how it works on AMC, not for Game of Thrones,
Oh,
but for
okay.
AMC they air. There's a West Coast time and an East Coast time.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yes,
that isn't real life.
it is.
No way.
So anyway, moving on.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with them veering from the books when it's to make something more interesting or, you know, a
More
different.
entertaining for
Yeah.
television.
Yes. Everything that has been cut out has, like, just. It's made it less interesting to me.
It's
They've cut out characters that
Stupid.
not only are like essential to the plot for the whole overarching story, like I don't even know what they're going to do for if R.R. Martin ever writes another book, which who knows if he'll ever finish that damn thing. But it's like they've cut out characters that are like the best characters.
Yeah.
Like
And would be completely awesome in a show.
Penny would be awesome. How do they not have Penny?
Why are you asking me? I didn't make the show.
But yeah, so I mean, a lot of characters are branching off from their path, such as Tyrion, Sansa. The Sansa stuff is like,
What?
like-
What?
yeah. Sansa and Jaime and Dorne. Jaime does not go to Dorne.
Why? I mean, actually, that's entertaining.
Yeah, that seems like a-
Jamie and fucking Braun on a fucking adventure together to Dorne.
I know.
Okay, that sounds
They're
like
the new
that's some
Arya and the
fucking-
Hound.
that's some fanfic shit right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ship that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. I'm bummed that the Sand Snakes and the whole Dornish plot in general has just gotten. There's a whole Dornish character, Quentin, who in the books goes to meet with Daenerys and take her hand in marriage. Totally gone. They killed
All the shit with the fucking Iron Man.
the
going,
Ironborn,
sailing.
and that's where I'm talking. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
That's
if
just
you
completely gone.
why did you even include it at all in the beginning of the, like, it could have easily just not been in the show at all, but they had it in the show, then just stopped whatever. Like, they were like, what did her name? Asha or
Asha.
Yara in the show. Her name's Yara. She was like,
Oh, yeah.
saw Theon and was like, you're no brother of mine, and then left. And then that was like her exit from the show, supposedly. Like, she has not been in the show at all since then. So, but it's like, what value did she really add to the beginning of the show if you weren't going to finish her plot line, you know? So it just seems like they were like, we're going to follow the books pretty, like, as close as humanly possible. And then, like, they caught up and then they were like, well, fuck it. Let's make the show we want to make now.
Season's not over. We can't really say too much yet.
I mean, they've got rid of characters.
Yeah, they
I know.
killed.
Yeah.
They killed Selmy Bearston. They killed him.
That's not as tragic as having fucking Grey Worm become a little fucking emo-y pussy bitch guy and then being like making out with fucking Missandei.
Well, and
Yeah,
Sonic.
she's like 12
what the
in the
fuck?
books.
Yeah, I don't.
He doesn't have emotions.
And
He doesn't.
you really identified with him as a character, and now that he has emotions, you're like,
Yeah, fuck this show. I don't even want to watch anymore.
But and Daenerys in the fifth book, she really kind of crumbles a bit. She has a lot of like character. Like we see her as for the first time as a 15-year-old girl. Like you're not an amazing badass. You don't have all this experience of a queen. Like you need people. She's like falling in love with people you shouldn't fall in love with. But in the show, she's just like bona fide badass to the core. Every good idea that someone else had in the book.
Wait. Daenerys. Are we talking about Daenerys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate her.
Why?
I do. I don't know. She bugs me. She and fucking...
Salsa?
No. She and
salsa?
the cynical Brit, what's his name, can go fall in a hole together. They've just bugged me.
Friendzone dude?
Total brisket.
Total biscuit.
Friendzone?
Oh.
Yeah.
I bet he would like to fall into a hole with Amelia. What's her name? Clark? Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a beautiful woman.
Mm.
I'd fall in a hole with her.
Gross.
Medium.
Medium?
She's medium.
Medium.
But what do you not like about like her character? I feel like how do you hate her in the show? Because she's such a badass. Like,
Wait, is she a badass? She's kind of like...
She's so much weaker
She's
in the
like,
books.
I'm all about my dragons, and now I'm putting them in a box. But turns out I want them to be free now, but oh, wait. I didn't think about the consequences of tying up some gigantic, scary lizards in a hole in the ground.
well, she did it because they were killing people.
Or supposedly
the price of
dragons.
dragons. The price of like if your kid kills somebody, you still don't. You're not like, well, I guess this kid just needs to be in a hole.
Yes, you are. In the prison.
No. If you have a kid, you want to fix them up and make sure they don't kill people. And also, they're dragons. Like, think about how many excuses you make for your dogs.
No.
Just like, they're puppies. They don't know any better. That's dragons. That's what dragons are. Huskies are dragons.
Huskies are dragons. And podcast title.
Yep.
But I don't like. The problem is that she became powerful. She ascended to the position that she is at by saying, I have control of these dragons. I am the mother of dragons. Don't fuck with me because I will sick my dragons on you. And if she lets the general public know that she does not have control over her dragons.
And so when the general public just suddenly stops seeing dragons, they're not going to think anything of that.
No, they're just like, oh, they're probably just...
Sean, where are you going?
Where are you going? I have to get a beer. Wait, don't you have to work? In a while.
Should I turn the lights?
So yeah, I have to keep watching it because I'm invested in the series and I want to see where it goes. I will say that Stoneman thing, that's not how it happened in the books either, but that was interesting.
That was good. That was the best part of the season so far.
When they're floating through Valeria and the dragon flies over, like
that was some Metroid Prime shit. If you've ever played Metroid Prime, you go to what's it called? It's like an icy area. Anybody else play Metroid Prime?
Yeah, but I don't remember the names.
Hold on. Fendrana Drifts. So you go to Fendrana Drifts for the first time, and it's like things are like snowing, and you see the snow, and then you just hear like this, wah! And then you see Ridley fly over, and you're like, holy shit, he's here.
yeah.
But yeah, it was like that. It was pretty cool. I liked it a lot.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, it was good.
And I don't mind Jorah and Tyrion together. I think that's kind of an interesting little pairing. We'll see, but like I thought I don't know if it was the score or just the way that they did it, but the way that they handled Jorah getting like grayscale. I already said spoilers.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way they handle him getting
But
grayscale.
you said you weren't gonna spoil the end of it.
Yeah, you said you weren't gonna spoil the.
Well, it's done.
No, I
It's
meant
done
the
now,
end,
so
like
just said it.
how the fifth book ends, like where the show is going. I mean,
It's
what
not
you
going
think.
there,
Yeah, it's not going there.
yeah. So it was just like so Walking Dead-ish to me.
It was Walking Dead-ish.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Like
it was like, and he's like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like I was just, I'm so glad that
It was over
that because yeah, it was over dramatized.
There we go.
Words are hard.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll see where it goes. I mean, I'm gonna keep watching it. I have to, but.
Meh.
And Jorah wasn't supposed to be like the one who got it.
Yeah, the fuck.
Well, yeah, but those characters aren't even in it. So.
I know.
What was that?
It was me pounding my
Erica
fist.
pounding.
Don't do that.
Yeah, Griffin, rest in peace. You were so cool, and I was really excited about you. But
Who?
apparently you're not in
Yeah.
the show. The guy from the book,
You don't know Andrew.
Griff.
Oh, well, why are you
Big
saying
Griff?
that you're... Oh, I thought you were talking about somebody that was in the show.
No,
No.
Okay.
he never
Gotcha.
even was born.
Yep. They fucked all that up.
Fucked it right up. Yeah. So, other things we're excited about this month is Splatoon, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
When I
Somebody
first
else.
heard about that game, I was hype as fuck. I didn't get to play it. I mean, I watched you play a bit of the
Online.
the
Global
online.
Test Fire.
Yeah,
It's like
which
a open beta.
yeah, but
Like
it
open
was
for an hour.
yeah, and it wasn't very open at all because you were on that shit like immediately, but most people couldn't even get in.
Yeah. I was like constantly pressing like the connect to internet button and
Yeah.
like turning it off, then turning it back on, just doing that over and over again.
I'm excited that Nintendo is making an adorable shooter. I am. Like when
Yeah.
when they first announced the game, I was like jazzed. I do have to say, as like a small thing, it didn't look like
You're crazy.
it
Also-
didn't look as good
Also,
as it did.
here's the thing: if you wanna, they probably did something. I mean, who knows?
Yeah,
I
right,
don't
right.
technically know, but to keep the download small,
Mm-hmm.
they probably cut corners on a couple things.
Right, which
in
is
the beta.
which is fine. Hopefully, it looks a little because I thought the art direction in what I saw, like the previews or whatever, which was live gameplay, was just a little bit crisper, and it just looked a little just jaggedy, which it probably was just the beta. Hopefully, they get it turned around. It's not a huge deal. The gameplay still looked fun, but like it's just because I want it to be just like simple, but just like really, I don't know, crisp.
Anything else?
No, it looked good. Wait, how many? There was only 2 maps though, right?
Yeah,
Like, play.
only 2 that you could play.
But there will be more in the.
Yes,
like,
they're gonna be. There was a
Okay.
Splatoon Direct that was like, just like keep playing and we'll keep adding maps, and then they had like, they kind of like showed a couple of the stages that we already know about, and then it showed a ton of question marks, like little like slide
Right.
cards that just had giant question
I
marks
hope-
on them.
I hope they do DLC with.
No,
Splatoon.
they will. I mean, they are. Like that's what
Okay.
they said.
Okay, and I hope
Um,
you have some like it's like character DLC too. Like
Yeah, you know, I like squids, but they've already shown, because there's a single player, which is weird, but they've shown little octo people instead
That's
of
cute.
squids. I know, but they're the bad guys, but they're
Oh.
octo people. And I'd like to see like maybe like a octo people versus squid on, or maybe like even a more than 2 team kind of match,
Right.
like with multiple teams. That'd be really
are they
cool.
gonna have any like integration with amiibos?
Yes, there are already some Splatoon amiibos coming out. There's a squid one, a squid girl one, and a squid boy one.
But are other
Yeah,
amiibos
will I
gonna
be able
do
to put like
anything?
my?
I don't know. They haven't said anything on that.
I hope so. So is it probably safe to say like next Smash we'll get some Splatoon people if it does?
I think we're gonna hear more about Smash this E3. I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Like DLC or another Smash?
So
They can't do another Smash too soon.
this is actually. I'm glad that you guys brought this up. There is more Smash DLC coming. The newest update for Smash, which was probably about a month ago, had sound files for Street Fighter 2, like a victory theme for Ryu from Street Fighter 2.
Nice.
They've had another Fire Emblem sound, which is for Roy.
So that's part of their DLC now is just sounds for that game.
No. They're adding. They put
It's
in
just
the
hidden in
sound.
there.
It's hidden in there. So
People
are
like,
they're adding Ryu. They're
Find
adding
it.
I see.
Roy from Melee. And who else are they adding? Lucas. Wait, I think that was announced officially.
Yeah.
Mhm.
who the hell's that?
Lucas from Earthbound. He's
Oh,
friends with
yeah.
Ness.
Blonde haired.
Nice.
Yeah.
guy.
So anyway, that honestly, like, Smash is the thing keeping Nintendo kind of in the green right now. So they're
Yeah.
gonna milk that cash cow, and I don't really blame them. Like, I'm okay with new characters. That's pretty exciting. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
that's good.
Splatoon, I really hope it's competitive. Like,
Yeah.
I have
wanna
an inkling that it will be.
we could, because it's 4 people to a team, so we could all get some Splatoons.
No, I know. I mean, that's why I was so excited. When I first saw the thing, I was like, this looks like a childhood game that I would have played the shit out of with you two. Not you, because you were like way older and that would be weird, but you two.
That's the exact thing that Nintendo doesn't want. That's why they hate online.
Nintendo has failed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks really good. Everybody's complaining about how the splat roller, which is just like a paint roller,
Yeah,
a gigantic,
it's OP.
is OP. It's not. People are just dumb.
It seemed a bit OP.
It's not OP.
It seemed OP.
No, here's the thing. So you have the splat roller. Splat roller is basically a melee weapon, like in a game about guns. So you if you're by yourself.
It's also fucking huge, though.
So it's basically like the
It'll roll over the opposition.
sword in Halo.
Yeah.
Which is OP as fuck.
Okay, but it's not, though. The thing about the sword is it's a one-hit kill if you touch... Yeah, you're right. It's just like the sword in Halo. It's one-hit kill, and people are going to, flock to it, and it's going to be great. But if you just walk backwards while shooting forwards, you kill them.
Yeah.
They can't get to you.
Well, they probably have data on, who won the most matches with what gun and whatever.
I bet they do, and I think that the sniper is going to get a buff.
Nice. Sort of like when Evolve came out and everyone was like, what was that one monster? The
Phantom one or whatever.
Yeah, he could go all invisible.
I think it's still OP.
Yeah.
That's why nobody plays that game anymore.
I was like, I wanted that game
to be good.
Yeah, but
it fell off faster than Titanfall.
Yeah. Damn. True facts. But yeah, Splatoon looks cool. What's the official release date, Andrew?
The 27th, so in 10 days.
Nice. That'll be fun. We'll have to do some streams of that.
Yeah.
How are we gonna do that?
We have to get it. We have to get a capture card.
Yeah, that sucks.
They're expensive.
Duh.
Duh.
Well, I think we'll use it. I mean, I would be up for streaming some Mario Kart too.
Yeah.
We haven't even played 200cc.
I know I need to play that.
And all the Animal Crossing stages and other stuff.
I'm gonna play that tonight.
I need to get a Pac-Man amiibo, by the way, just so I can get that racing
Waka
suit.
Waka headset. Yeah.
No, I want the racing suit.
Well, yeah,
that's
that's
like
what
the coolest one.
Because it moves. So cool. It's like it's got like a GIF on the back of it.
Did Nintendo say they're gonna re-release some of the past amiibos?
Yes,
that were,
they did. They're coming
that's
back.
Good news too for people that
Meta Knight
missed out.
Marth. I know.
Yeah, I want Marth. I want Scold. Or whatever his name is.
I think Rosalina's like the most expensive one now.
The Norn of the
Wait,
past?
are you serious?
Fuck,
yeah, I was looking on Amazon.
Yeah, you said Skuld.
Shulk?
Oh my god.
Norn of the future.
This is why we haven't podcasted, is because all I can think about is puzzles. And
I want a Shulk amiibo real bad, though.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah.
I shulk all my money at him. No? Already.
No.
Move past that joke.
What does that mean?
Is that a word?
Shulk? Isn't it?
Shuck.
Google.
Shuck?
Shuck. That was it.
Yeah.
Darn it. English fail.
This is just going south. Oh, we can talk about Project Cars.
That's a game.
That's a game that Sean put all of our life savings towards.
I invested. I'm an investor in that game. I'm getting money returns from it because I'm such an
you
investor.
haven't gotten a single return yet.
Well, I'm gonna supposedly. They say. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
So I didn't have a PayPal link to it, so.
So all that.
But yeah, way back in fall of 2012, and this is a thing that's bothered me. I've heard on podcasts because it just released this last week for PC and then Xbox One and PS4. People have been saying it's a Kickstarter game when it was never a Kickstarter game. It was just they did their own crowdfunding thing through their website. Slightly Mad Studios did it, and it was like Kickstarter has no returns on it. I mean, you get rewards based on what you put in it.
Yeah.
But these guys are like, no, you're actually gonna invest in this shit. Like you get rewards based on like the level you put in too. Because I could download it, like the client, back in 2012.
Yeah.
And then it just like evolved. You'd get updates and stuff. And the level I picked which was the senior.
So literally all our life savings.
It was like $160 because it was in. They're
That's less than I
European,
thought it was.
so it was like £100 or some shit
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So whatever it turned out to be, it was like whatever.
To the Kickstarter note, I think people just use that as like a
A
verb
term for
now.
crowdfunding.
Yeah. So
But
like
see,
it's
that's
sort of
the
like I
thing, though.
Googled it. Even if you
Oh.
used like Bing, it's like I search. You know what I mean? It's one of those dumb things because Kickstarter was the first like word like of those
Yeah, but
kinds
that's
of sites that.
There's a difference, though, I think, because and that was a big thing about how they did it at the time. It was like a big thing because they were just doing it without Kickstarter. They were just doing it on their own. They're crowdfunding it on their own. And that was like news at the time, but apparently everybody that reported it then like forgot that now, and they're just like Kickstarter, brr, another Kickstarter success.
Speaking
Anyway.
of Kickstarter, Ukulele is on Kickstarter
I
now.
thought you were gonna say Umbra.
No, not Umbra. But
That looks awesome as
Everybody,
shit.
it's still going on. Everybody should help out with Ukulele.
Fuck that game.
I'm
Umbra.
poor. Help,
What?
I'm poor.
How can you not love Banjo-Kazooie and want to support everything that is Banjo-Kazooie?
No, I love Banjo Kazooie.
Never really into Banjo.
I want to be Banjo Kazooie for Halloween this year with Sean, and I want to just be on his back the whole
Yeah.
time and just be
He
like,
can't be Banjo because he hates Banjo. I
"You
don't.
hate Banjo?"
That's what he
I
said.
don't. That
Do you think
I
he's
was never
unbearable?
into that game. Yes,
It's crazy.
that game was
Unbearable?
not as
No?
good. as
Anybody?
I know it, but
Nuts
it
and
is.
Bolts
Though.
is the only good Banjo game.
What?
What?
Nuts
You got
and
this
Bolts.
backwards.
You know, everybody disagrees with you, right? Like the world.
But the
No,
like N64
I loved Nuts
game
and Bolts.
sucked ass.
No, it didn't. It was like viewed as one of the best N64 games of all time.
I'd rather play Croc. How about that?
I played Croc as well, and I
I'm just
hate
saying,
it.
That game
I-
was terrible, and
Yeah,
I'd
I
rather
bought-
play that.
I
than
bought
Banjo
Croc
Kazooie.
2. You know those little library fair things, where those book fairs where you just buy books?
Yeah.
Instead of buying books, I bought a video game, Croc 2, at a book fair. And that's,
In like elementary school?
yeah, it's like Hill Country.
That game's terrible,
Croc 2.
but it's still better than Banjo Kazooie.
It's not true.
Wow. Well, never
Anyway.
mind. You will definitely not be my Banjo.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I would get really tired really fast carrying you
Yeah.
back the whole time.
Anyway, Project Cars, right? You were saying?
Yeah, Project
Are
Cars.
we still talking about that?
Well, I want to
How
talk
is
about.
how is the like gameplay? Is it good?
It's a sim ass racing game, and it looks really nice. And it actually reminds me a lot of like the old Toka games or like Pro Race Driver, which nobody fucking played or nobody cares. Where it makes you feel more, instead of it just being like car porn, like Forza and Gran
Yeah.
Turismo, it's more like you're a race car driver. It's like a race car driver RPG thing.
RPG.
That sounds awful.
Anyway,
Yeah,
people like it, so.
I don't know much about Project Cars, so I'm sure the game is fine. But people are upset. They're like, don't buy this game. Like, just don't support them because this game runs 25% slower on AMD cards. And people are really bummed about that, even people who have NVIDIA cards, because it's moving us towards the...
It's like a console
it is.
exclusivity
It's
type
like
of deal.
you know, people are afraid that one day it's going to be like, oh, only available on NVIDIA cards. Like, yeah. And that's not... PC's kind
But
of
I mean, it
about
could be.
avoiding that.
Is there like a chance that that's just how it is, and they're gonna
And
like
that-
once
Fix it?
AMD
Well, like,
drivers
no,
get updated,
like,
it'll be fixed?
See, I mean, you could say that, but so AMD is a little bit behind NVIDIA. I did a lot. I don't
Yeah,
even
they're
know.
like
I didn't know a
garbage
whole lot
trash.
about
It's like
AMD.
peasant graphic
Yeah.
cards. What
Yeah,
are you
So-
doing
I was
with
gonna
your
say,
life?
I was like, I don't even know anybody who has an
Who
AMD
is
Yeah.
card.
I know,
You have an
I know, I
AMD
know.
processor too? Oh my
NVIDIA's like
God,
the
what
higher
is
one,
happening?
but that's not what this is about. So the best AMD card is about equal to what the 770 is for NVIDIA.
Oh,
So
jeez.
so it's a little bit behind. At least I think that's what don't coin me on that, please. Like
Coin
just-
you?
Or is that like the best normal one? Because
Like,
I think
don't
they have
quote
that
you.
like
well, don't like.
R90 or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna coin you. I'm gonna put what you just said on a coin that says your name.
I think like charge me for like, don't get
Quote
upset at
me.
me. Anyway,
Okay, wait.
no, not quote. I think people say coin. I
it?
don't. Yeah, I think
Like
I'm
you can
pretty sure.
coin a term.
Yeah, you can coin a term, coin a
Yeah.
phrase.
Yeah, so there
But-
you go. Don't coin me, I guess. Anyway, so the point is, if you have a NVIDIA card and a AMD card that both have the same performance, it'll run significantly better on a NVIDIA card than an AMD card. Because it was like optimized for those cards
Right.
specifically.
But wasn't
Right.
like when what was it? Tomb Raider came out.
Yeah.
Wasn't that spec towards AMD cards?
I don't know if it was
Well,
spec towards
no,
AMD,
well,
but
like
I
that
They
think
get
the
endorsed
drivers
by it.
just-
Yeah, they.
Yeah.
That hair physics shit was AMD stuff.
Trust-
Everybody.
Yeah, Tress FX.
Yeah.
Isn't that AMD?
Games
Yeah, that
games
was-
get paid
Payback,
money.
motherfuckers.
Games get paid money by AMD and Nvidia to have their logo at the beginning of the game, like
Yeah.
saying like, Nvidia or whatever the fuck it says. I think it used to say that in like BioShock or something.
Did it whisper
Yeah, it
it?
does
all
that.
No, it did do that.
No,
It was like,
it does
"Oh, Nvidia, and then like, yeah, they did that on BioShock. Okay, cool. I'm not crazy.
And I want to say like Wolfenstein
Mhm.
is like AMD
I think it is.
specified. That's
Yeah.
why SLI doesn't even work on
Got it,
fucking
yeah.
So
So-
Wolfenstein, which is
so,
bullshit. That's
yeah.
more bullshit than 25% less on.
I'm not saying I
fucking
like
cards.
it. It's bad no matter what. It's bad for everybody, because I personally don't use an AMD card, and I don't plan on getting an AMD card anytime soon. It's not about that, but it's about kind of making sure that everybody kind of gets on equal ground and that we don't separate games into like NVIDIA and
They're
And
already at a
segregation.
disadvantage because they have to have a shitty AMD card. Let's not make it.
Oh my goodness. Can you please show a little compassion for people who don't like buy their own
Us
cards or
fortunate people.
yeah,
Ugh.
So anyway, that's just what I've heard. Take it with a grain of salt.
I bet you a lot of people complaining about it are people that would not even buy or play a fucking racing sim too.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I can't.
Whatever.
I don't know what other people are saying and what their experience with the game itself.
But
is.
also it's on consoles too. But another cool thing about the level that I bought into, the senior level, is that my name, I'm an NPC in that game. Like that, you have the NPC drivers.
Yeah. I think that's so awesome.
So wait, does it say Sean Hughes or just Sean?
Or does it say Oodler?
I think it's S. Hughes or whatever, because I think
Okay.
it just does like their first initial and then the
Yeah.
last name.
Okay,
But
cool.
I haven't seen it yet, but
Everyone's going to be like,
somebody could.
Hughes.
Hughes.
Yeah.
Look at that Hughes. That's Hughes.
Oh, you know what's another cool thing about this game? Because don't start with me, woman. But
Don't call me woman.
it does because it tries to immerse you as being like a race car driver, and you're like working up to the ranks. But it has like a fake like social
Oh,
media feed
yeah.
thing after every race. And it's kind of like a Twitter feed over on the right side, and it's just like fake accounts. It looks totally like a Twitter feed, but
It
they're
looks,
like,
it looks
"Oh,
really sick.
Sean Hughes just won his third in a row." Blah, 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 blah. But I
love
like
this game.
screenshotted it the first time I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, look at that! I'm getting groupies by
Oh
being
my
like a
God.
kart racer." And she got like all pissed off, like, "Who
I
the
came
fuck
up
are
here-
these whores?"
I was like, what is this?
It's like they're fake,
They're fake. I'm like punching him.
but it's awesome.
It's not real.
But yeah, it's cool. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Nobody likes racing sims
No.
except for European people and
Yeah, and you.
me and Australians, some Australians, I guess. All right, moving on. It looks
Anyway.
really nice though too.
Yeah, it does look nice. Look at
On that Nvidia card.
It's not.
Nvidia.
Oh yeah. Well, free for all now. I'm good with that. We touched all of
Yeah.
our.
Somebody played anything else?
Talk about Suikoden.
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 However you say that. That game's
Okay.
awesome. I just downloaded it on the Suikoden.
Is that the one where Camille is in it?
Yeah, Billy and Yuki.
Yeah. So he
Hey.
comes up to me and he's like, "It's like Japanese as fuck." Like,
Yeah, it's a JRPG.
Yeah.
I'm playing Suikoden 2, which came out on the PS1 in 98, I think.
So the year after you were born.
Oh.
But
Me? Oh, her.
Me.
yeah, no, not you. We all know you were born in the fucking Stone Age. Okay. So he comes up to me and he's like, it's like this little NPC named Millie, and she's wearing like a little hat, and she has like a little cute, like short haircut. He's like, it's Camille. And then like 1 second later, it's like a little white, dumb-looking dog thing.
A stupid look on his face.
Yeah, like, and I'm like, it's Yuki.
Yeah.
It's our job.
Well, that's the thing with those Suikoden. I always said Suikoden back in the day because I didn't know.
Because you didn't live with.
I didn't listen to
big
podcasts. But now, apparently it's Suikoden.
It's like
Suikoden.
how we used to call Sassoon from Pokemon Sassoon, but it's actually Sweet.
Suikoden. Sassoon.
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 I know how to put letters side by side and say
Yeah.
things.
But yeah, but you say it. You're saying Suikoden. It's Suikoden.
Suikoden.
Oh.
Is it Suikoden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Odin.
Oh, okay.
Just
Well,
say
then
it really
people are
fast.
fucking wrong.
Suikoden.
See? This
People,
is what
of
it
course,
is.
people don't understand the
Suikoden.
intricacies of.
Suikoden.
Oh my god.
Japanese.
What is this game about?
Anywai, it's like a JRPG as a motherfucker. Like the first one I ever played was Suikoden 4, which was on PS2.
No one cares. Go on.
Anyway, it was kind of cool. But anyway, like the whole thing
Viral.
with these games is there's like
800
108 stars of destiny, which are all characters that you can recruit and use in your party and stuff. And supposedly the second one was always the best. People always talk about how that's like one of the best JRPGs ever. I never played it before. It was on sale on the PSN store for $5. And so I bought it because I was like, yeah, that sounds cool. And plus I want to have all the old... Why? What are you guys doing? Stop doing that.
Anyway, go on.
What's the point?
I don't know. They just were doing it, so I did it.
They jumped off a bridge.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
So you got
But...
like
yeah.
there's characters you can like. It's deep. Like you're not going to get all the characters if you just play through it normally. Like,
No.
You need a guide as fuck.
Fuck as fuck. If you want to get them all, because there's some that like you can't even get the story unless you get to a certain point in the game.
Yeah, like the
within
main
a certain
guy.
time limit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's ridiculous. And
Deep.
but
Deep.
it's fucking badass. Like the story is way more because it's like pixel art looking. It looks better than like say Final Fantasy 4 or like 6, which is the last one they did like pixel art.
Mm-hmm.
It looks better than that. It's more detailed. And it's crazy because like it's pixel art, but the animations are like super detailed.
Yeah, they are really good.
It looks
it's sort of like
it just
those
looks insane.
Fire Emblem cutscenes where they actually like do the actual animation for it.
Yeah, like the
It's like that level of
cel-shaded
quality.
kind of type.
Yeah.
But the story is like dark and it's like really good. Really good. It's all about like war and all that stuff. But anyway, it's badass. I'm playing it on Vita because you can do that now. And okay, carry on. Move on then.
No,
ahead.
No,
you're good.
I was
No.
gonna
That's
say
some
something and then I
Japanese as
just
shit.
changed
You
it.
guys are fucking zoning out.
No, I mean, when you're
I'm listening.
saying it's really good and it's JRPG and
So you're saying it's a sweet Coden game? No.
Yes.
How long is the actual game? Is it like
A million years. I don't
really?
know.
It's like deep, like so
I'm
many
already like
hours?
20 hours into it. I'm not even fucking close.
Jeez.
But I'm trying to get, well, I'm not 20 hours. I'm like 11. But I'm trying to get as many of the characters as I can. And I still haven't got to the point where you get like your own castle and shit like that.
Damn. I need to play more Vita games.
guys, I'm like an anime
I
villain.
mean, I have like all of the best JRPGs ever in time are like on my Vita.
Yeah.
Because
I
you
need to just
can
play them.
Somebody needs to get me a Vita so I can
And me,
do that thing.
'cause
But
I
I,
love
mean, you can play them
JRPGs.
on PSP too. I have my PSP. I could
Damn.
find the
I'll take the
charger.
I'll take the Vita.
You don't. It's too heavy.
No,
You
it's
can-
Man,
I like the way that it, like the 3DS feels better in my hands, but the Vita looks 100 times better. It's more
the
about
screen's really
how
nice.
far apart my hand. Like,
Okay,
my
well,
hands
you
are.
should try the PSP. because
No, I want
it's
the Vita.
closer and it's
I'm gonna play on
lighter.
the Vita.
anyway, can we just before we I think we're kind of wrapping things up in a little bit pretty soon. What's the Vita doing right now? I'm trying to think of a Vita game that I've seen and like or heard of in the last
all it does is like
6 months.
any indie game that comes out on PS4, it comes out
Comes
on Vita too, and
So it's a cheaper
that's it.
PS4.
Yeah, well, they usually have cross save too, so
Mhm.
and plus they have like the whole what do you call that with the PS4 where you, play.
Remote play. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can play like PS4 games on your Vita.
I want to do that with Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, me
I
too.
don't know if you want to. I don't know if you would want to do that.
I'm just bummed out about the Vita. I still want one, and I think it's cool, but it's just kind of I wish it was doing better.
Like an exclusive game.
I mean, they just gave up on the like exclusive, like big console-esque type of games because nobody fucking cares.
Well, that's what. But you could say the same thing about. Does anybody remember original 3DS when it first came out? Like 6
Before
Fire
months.
Emblem
Like
Awakening?
6 months
Was that-
of like
it-
nothing.
uh,
Of Steel Diver. People bought this game for Steel
Oh,
Diver
3DS,
and like
3DS.
3DS. The original 3DS, not 3D. Or yeah, 3DS. Sorry, my bad. Did I say DS?
No, you said
No,
the
you said
original
3DS.
3DS.
Okay, the original 3DS, the first one. Steel Diver, like Street Fighter 4, mobile, whatever. And that's like it.
Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. No, it
Yeah.
didn't even have Ocarina of Time yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Dude, it took like 6 months before that game came
Did
out.
they have a Mario game?
Nope,
No, they had a Mario game.
they did not.
Yeah, I don't think they had that first Mario
They
game.
had-
until
they
the
had
fall.
nothing.
That's crazy.
I'm
They
the
always
only
have a Mario
I'm the
game.
only one who bought the 3DS like day one, and I became an ambassador, and now I'm like super cool about it because I got
Are
a
you?
bunch of free games. Yeah, I got a ton
I'm
of
an
free
ambassador
games.
too.
Yeah, I know.
I'm pissed.
Yeah, but I got a bunch of free stuff, and like do that with the Vita, and now the 3DS is like the hottest shit. I
Just
just,
touched it.
Although I feel like the 3DS hasn't really had that many games come out lately.
I mean,
Fire Emblem-
the next Fire Emblem is coming
yeah.
out.
It's
gonna be out-
lately. In the
Oh,
last
really?
like 4 months, what the fuck
Smash.
has come out?
Smash.
4 months, I said. That was last
Oh, yeah.
fall.
Yeah, it was actually.
That was like October. We got.
Time
Give
flies
me
when you're playing
something.
Puzzles and Dragons.
That's true. Hold on. I feel like I can't Google anything because if I Google anything,
I'll
then
Google.
the entire
You can use
screen
your
is messed up.
phone.
Be right back.
Fine. What?
You can use your
Wait,
piece
are we-
of toast.
Yeah,
Are
we're
we
almost
finishing?
done. Yeah, we're almost
Yeah.
done. I just want to see what it's come out. 3DS games 2015. Oh, that was 14. Typing is
Freudian
hard.
Slip.
Oh, fucking Majora's Mask.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Okay, one remake of an N64 game in the
a really good
Fun.
N64
Yeah.
game.
Nintendo.com. Hold on, it's loading.
Operation Steam or whatever.
Codename
Codename
Steam.
Steam, which nobody likes.
Unfortunately.
Releases for Wii U, 3DS. Devil Survivor 2, Record Breaker. Xenoblade Chronicles 3D.
That's for
Yeah,
the
that's
new 3DS.
Wait, is that even
only.
out yet?
That's the
It
new
is out.
3DS only.
It's the new
It
But
just
it's
came out.
Yeah.
Don't-
Ninja
don't
something,
play
Fossil Fighters, Codename Steam, Majora's Mask, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that was like the biggest one probably.
Yeah.
Don't.
Oh.
Well, anyway, thank you for tuning in. We will be back. We're going to try and do this at least bi-weekly. And
Sorry for not talking so much.
It's not on the
Thanks.
screen.
thank
Have
you
a
for
nice day.
watching.
Thank y'all.